Okay, so today we started on the cab corners of this truck, cutting out some of the rust. We have the section here of that cab corner. It's a pretty big piece. But we're not going to use the whole thing. So we just kind of dug into this to see where the rust is at, and it actually isn't too bad. You can see here where he's going to cut. So he opened up this here to see how high up the rust goes, and then he sliced right along here, and then down into here and coming across, so that all this rust, even inside there and then back inside here, there's quite a bit of rust, will come out. Even though you can't see it right here on the outside, it feels solid. There's still quite a bit of rust on the inside developing. So that's why he's cutting out this whole section here. And then we'll move on to this side as well. This one was the one that had the worst of it. That was actually coming out. So that's what the plan is today, to try and get this truck done. Oh, also they started on this edge here, straightened it out, and they'll finish up the mud work and then de-trim it. Here they cleaned up the welds really nice. And then they'll treat these. So I think the other welds were right here on this side. It looks like they got to do these here. But so we're moving along on this truck here. It's looking pretty good, and I'm hoping to finish it up. Also, by the way, the eye here, I got hit with a hockey puck. It's starting to heal up. I think it was last Thursday the eye finally opened up, and it's a little blurry, but I can see out of it. But anyway, just in case you're wondering what happened to the eye. So that's the progress we're making on this truck. We should have these cab corners done today. These welds are all wrapped up and treated, and we'll keep moving forward on this. So you're just fitting it right now then?
Yeah, I actually screwed up, but it's really not going to hurt anything.
Yeah.
My angle cut was a little off, my gap's a little wide, but I'm going to weld both seams anyhow.
Yeah.
So I overlapped, I cut between both layers, then I took that little bit of extra and put it behind as a backer. Now I'm going to weld 3 layers together.
Okay.
It's going to weld easier without blowing out.
Oh, I see. So you welded another piece on there.
Yes, for a backer.
Yeah, an inner, yeah.
Then that will be flush.
And line right up.
Line right up.
Nice. And this is the old piece. Holy smokes, look at all the rust in there.
Yeah.
So that's what it looks like.
That's why I did that little trimming at a time to see how far I needed to
So you know what, that's a lot of what people don't realize, is how much rust is right behind there when they think it's just a little piece or it's just a little section, you know. Mm-hmm. The reality is it's the whole thing. And you put a weld through primer on it, and then we undercoat the back side of it.
Yeah, I'm still fitting now before I weld.
Yeah, doing a lot of fitting. This looks good. I mean, it lines up perfect.
I got to get this top to shift just a little bit, and I think I'll be really good here.
Yeah,
So
the grill lines up on the gap. Excellent, excellent.
okay. Now the red is a weld-through primer. The idea is when it heats up and then cools, it'll shrink back into the weld zone and seal the weld. Some manufacturers require it, some don't. Changes every day. everything all welded. Plug welds back where they were originally. Sheet metal's all ground down, all the welds are ground down. We give the skim a fill and go from there. Alright, first coat of Bondo. Sand that down, put another coat on it, get it in primer. This side's done, going for the other side. Moved over to the other side. Got an access hole to get my hand in there and see what's going on. Don't want to remove any more than I have to, but as you can see, it wasn't pretty. So off it came too. Then I took a brand new panel, cut it off with extra, and now I'm going to cut through both layers. This 1/2 inch strip will lay behind, which will give me a backer to weld it up with. And that's where we are as of now.
Oh yeah. Alright, so we got a lot of the body work being done right now. Found a couple of dings and we got it all stripped. Did you talk to Nick about the rear window and the headlight? I mean the front windshield? Getting those knocked out of there. Are these little circles just a bunch of little dings?
Yep. I want to mark them first, and now I can go back and sand them and get them ready for repair.
Cool. All right, well, and the top got already sanded and prepped, so when's he gonna come out to do the back windows or the windows? Tomorrow? Okay. All right, well that sounds good. Get them out, take those out. Well, cool. We're moving along, making good progress here. All right, I gotta go check on a couple other things.
Okay, moving right along. All the Bondo work's done. All that there. Bed corners are in. Front door needed a little repair. Getting rid of the emblems, so I had 3 holes here that I had to weld up. Of course, a little warpage, so we got to do a little repair. Fenders are just laying on there with 2 bolts, so I can roll this thing over to the paint shop here shortly. Same thing on this side. I deleted the 350 emblems, deleting the power stroke emblems in the door, not going to use them. Got all the Bondo work done. Good corners all straight around. All cleaned up inside. Ready for some seam sealer and some prep work. Oh, and the hood. Used hood. Just a few spots, the chips and rust. Slight, you know, the chip will rust after a while. A couple little dents. Nothing major. Get this sanded down, we'll get the stickers off it, and it'll be ready to go to the paint shop along with the cab.